Thanks for dropping by. So 3a squared b times 2a raised to the power of minus 1 b raised to the power of 3 times bracket ab raised to the power of 0. So this is how we solve it. 3a squared b times 2a minus 1 b raised to the power of 3 times this. Anything raised to 0 is actually 1. So is equal to, we have sort of collecting our like terms. 3 times 3 times 2 times a squared times a raised to the power of minus 1 to the power of minus 1 times b, this b 1 raised to the power of 1 times b raised to the power of 3. So we have this times this is 6 times a squared times a raised to the power of 2 plus minus 1. That's collecting the like terms. This times this is a squared plus a minus 1. That's this. Then times, we go to the b is b raised to the power of 1 plus b raised to the power of 3. So what do we have? We have 6 times a 2 minus 1, because plus minus is minus 1, times b raised to the power of 4. This is this. So what do we have? We have 6 times a1, because 2 minus 1 is 1, times b4, which is equal to 6ab raised to the power of 4. So this is the answer for this. Now that this one, how do we solve it? Is equal to our square root 54 minus 6 divide by 6, the division, divide by 6, a raised to the power of 5, this a, divide by this a raised to the power of 1, bracket close, and then another bracket, b raised to the power of 1, b1, divide by b raised to the power of 3. So now when we have this, close our brackets. Now when we have this, it becomes, this divide this is actually 9, in bracket 9. Then in bracket, we take 1a. So it's a 5 minus 1. Division is turned into minus 5 minus 1. That is it for that one. Then the b raised to the power of 1 minus 3, bracket close. Now what do we have? We have 9a, 5 minus this is 4, b 1 minus this is b raised to the power of minus 2. So what do we have? We have our 9 times a, because a is leaving this root, becomes, we turn it into this a raised to the power of 4. A raised to the power of 4 becomes 1 over 2. 1 over 2 times b raised to the power of minus 2. 1 over 2. Now what do we have next? So the square root of this is plus or minus 3 times this, cancel this, becomes a raised to the power of 2 times this, cancel this, becomes b raised to the power of minus 1. So we have plus or minus 3 times a squared times 1 over b. Because of this minus 1, it becomes 1 over b, which is equal to which is equal to plus or minus 3 times a squared times 1 over b equal to plus or minus 3a squared over b. 3a squared over b. This is the answer. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much.